Hey, welcome back to the channel. I am Blind OG, and this will be the second installment of the Mud Focus series, where we will be focusing on the Alter Aeon Mud. Alright. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the donation rooms. Going to talk about creating an equipment set and a few other things that people might find interesting. All right, so here we go. So we're gonna go down from the waypoint into the garbage pit. All right, I'm gonna type list, and this command shows you pretty much everything that's in the donation list right now. And you can also type things like well, this donation room is a smaller one since it's the first one, so there might not be a whole lot of things, but we'll check it out anyway. So first command I'm going to use is list search plus warrior, and that is to find things with war skill. So everything in this list that has war skill on it, which, like I said, it's the first donation room, so it might not have anything on it, but we'll check and see.
Space plus W-A-R-R-I-O-R. Enter a bloody broadsword. Level 8. Comp. Metal weight. 12 evil anti-good warrior. 2 wield. Damage. 5d8 speed. Average attack. 17 wield strength. Dam roll by 3. Hit roll by 3. War skill level by 1. Con by 1. Parry by 1. The following items are currently up for grabs. Two-handed weapons. LVL8 a bloody broadsword. Friend executor has left the game.
Alright, so in this list, the only thing that has war skill on it is a level 8 broadsword. Alright. So
enter a bloody broadsword.
We're gonna take it because we will most likely need it when we get to level 8.
T-A-A-E. Space. B-L-O-O-D space B-R-O-A-D. Enter. You look through the list of donated items. You get a bloody broadsword.
Alright, so we'll look and see more about what this weapon has by IDing it.
ID space B-L-O-O-D. Enter a bloody broadsword. Level 8. Comp. Metal weight. 12 evil anti-good warrior. 2 wield. Damage. 5d8 speed. Average attack. 17 wield strength. Dam roll by 3. Hit roll by 3. War skill level by 1. Con by 1. Parry by 1. You are carrying a bloody broadsword.
Alright, so that's really cool. So we're gonna keep this. And then we're just gonna go look and see what else is in here, because we might be able to find some stuff that doesn't actually have a warrior classification that we'll be able to use, because anything that you can put on at this point in the game is better than nothing.
Enter. The following items are currently up for grabs. Worn on neck. LVL2 a rusty iron collar. Worn on fingers. LVL0 a small piece of seaweed. Shield.
Alright, so we're gonna check out that collar.
L-I-S-E space C-O-L-L-A-R. Enter a rusty iron collar. Level 2. Comp. Iron weight 3. AC 2. Neck. Dam roll by 1. Hit points by 4. The following items are currently...
Alright, so we'll take it.
T-A-K-E space C-O-L-L-A-R. Enter. You look through the list of double A double blank.
Because it's a level 2, and so I can use it.
E-A-R C-O-L. Enter.
It gives me a little bit more hit points, and that's why you hear the guy say a few scratches, because it's my hit points have gone up, so it's just filling in those extra hit points. Alright, so let's see what else is in here.
L-I-S-E. Enter. The following items are currently up for grabs. Worn on fingers. LVL0 a small piece of seaweed. Shields. LVL0 a round iron shield. Held. LVL0 a magically burning torch. LVL0 a green torch. LVL0 an authentic imitation.
Alright, so we're going to look at this torch.
T-A-K-E space 1 period T-O-R. Enter. You look through the list of donated items. You get a torn and faded tunic.
That's not what I wanted.
Enter. You donate a torn.
I wanted the magically burning torch. Alright, so we can do it by list torch.
L-I-S-E-O-R space. Enter. The following items are currently up for grabs. Held. LVL0 a magically burning torch. LVL.
And it's the first one on the list, so we can do take
space
1 period torch.
T-O-R.
Or T-O-R.
Enter. You look through the list of donated items. You get a torn and faded tunic.
Ugh. Why is it still doing that? Alright, I think it has to be spelled out all the way.
O-A-T-E space U-N. Enter. You donate a torn and
so
faded
take 1 period
B.O.R.C.H. Enter. You look through the list of
torch.
donated items. Type hold torch to start using them.
Right. Okay, so we're taking that. We're gonna see what it has on it.
B.O.R. Enter. A magically burning torch. Level 0. Comp. Wood. Weight. 3 light. Held. You are carrying a magically burning torch. Type hold torch to start using a magically burning. Enter. A magically burning torch. Level 0. Comp. Wood. Weight. 3 light. Held. You are carrying a.
Alright, so we don't want this torch because we don't want to have to actually take up a slot to use this torch.
Enter. You donate a magic.
Because we can go out to the waypoint and pick up a candle. See what we have. I think we already have.
A slime covered letter and a blazing torch light.
Alright, so we already have a torch, so we don't even need that torch. So never mind. Let me check out this letter.
Enter a slime covered letter. Comp. Paper. Weight 1. You are carrying a slime covered letter. Enter. Item is in your inventory. This thick paper is saturated with greasy, smelly slime. The ink is slightly smudged and the handwriting is terrible, but you can read it. Free people of the slow badlands, I bring you good tidings from.
Alright, so we're gonna drop this note because we don't need it.
Enter. You do not seem to be carrying anything with that name.
Oh, it's a letter.
Enter. You drop a slime.
Alright, so we're gonna sacrifice the letter because we don't really need it.
Enter. The pantheon of.
Alright, what else are we carrying?
A bloody broadsword, a carrying pouch, and a blazing torch light.
Alright, so this pouch is a really small pouch. Maybe we can find something a little bit better. Might be able to, might not.
Enter. The following items are currently up for grabs. Miscellaneous. LVL0 a small sack. Top 10 a small leather bag. LVL8 a small brown bag. End of list.
Alright, so everything is pretty much small. We're going to look more at this pouch to see how much weight it can handle.
Enter. Item is in your inventory. This pouch is made from a rectangle of leather that's been folded in half, sewn up the sides and turned inside out. A fairly long leather strap is sewn onto it, so you can easily sling it over one shoulder.
So that's the description.
Level with your waist. This pouch is a container. You can put things in it and get things out of it. To put an item in your pouch, type put item name pouch. To take something from your pouch, type take item name pouch. To see what is inside of your pouch, type look in pouch. You will not automatically put things into containers you carry. If you end up carrying too many things, try typing put all pouch to put everything you can from your inventory into the pouch. 8 a.m.
Alright, so that's good information for people who are new on how you look in your pouch or your sack or your container and how you take things out of it and all that kind of stuff.
Enter a carrying pouch. Comp. Height. Weight. 2. Capacity. 0 of 40 lbs.
Alright, so it can carry 40 pounds. Alright, so we're gonna say take bag from the donation list, and we're gonna ID that and see if it's more, if it can hold more stuff.
Enter. You look through the list of donated items. You get a small sack. ID.
Alright, so it's a sack.
Enter a small sack. Comp. Fabric. Weight 3. Capacity 0 of 123 lbs.
Alright, so that's a lot better. So we're going to donate this pouch.
Enter. You donate a carrying pouch.
Because that gives us a little bit more. And that's good for now. Like, we shouldn't really need anything else. Let's see if this sword fits into this sack. It's bloody.
Enter. You put a bloody broad.
Alright, so cool. So it fits in there. Now we're going to look and see what else is in this list that we might be able to have. So we still have slots that are empty on the neck, arms, wrists, waist. So we're going to check out those and see if we can find anything in here.
Enter. The following items are currently up for grabs. Worn on fingers. LVL0 a small piece of seaweed. Shields. LVL0 a round iron shield. Held. LVL0 a magically burning torch. LVL0 a green torch. LVL0 an authentic imitation Holy Grail TM. LVL0 Terry's Lucky Mop. Top 10 a wooden flute. LVL0 a plush white goose. Miscellaneous. LVL0 a dark green potion of slow poison. LVL0 a bundle of oak sticks. LVL0 a ball of twisted bones. LVL0 a large lump of twisted and smashed metal. LVL0 a long bone shard. LVL0 a split long bone. LVL0 a huge bone shard. LVL0 a letter journal. LVL0 a roughly hewn granite cobble. LVS.
Oops. Alright, so it doesn't really seem like there's anything in there except for that slow poison. We're going to take that.
Enter. You look through the list of donated items. You get a dark green potion of slow poison.
Because we might need that later.
Enter. You put a dark green potion of.
Alright, so that's pretty much it for what is really in this donation list. Type wep to see what weapon I have.
You are wielding a heavy bronze hatchet with 3d8.
So I have that hatchet still. Alright, so So now what we're gonna do is actually we're gonna go and see about skills. All right, so this is the first place that you can actually get skills, and I have upped my strength and I've upped my constitution already. I have 5 practices left, so I'm gonna look and see what skills I can learn for my warrior.
Enter. You have 5 practices left. Staboli the spellcaster tells you, I can't teach you anything right now. Come back after you gain a level or 2.
Alright, so I can't learn anything right now because I'm still too low of level. So if I want to see what spells or skills that I know, I can type spell. If you're a magic caster, you can type spell.
S-E-E-L-L. Enter. You know the following spells.
And it won't give you nothing, or it won't give me anything because I don't know any spells. I'm not a magic caster. All right, so if I want to learn to see what skills I have, I can type skill.
S-K-I-L-L. Enter. You know the following skills. Warrior kick very good 87%. Very poor 20%. Thrust very good 85%.
All right, so I have thrust, I have kick, and I have parry. Now parry is automatic, so it just does you parry on your own during melee, so you don't really control that. Kick and thrust are actually 2 commands that I can use during combat. All right. So another really cool set of commands is HP to see how many hit points you have, or health points.
HP. Enter. You have 98 hit points out of 98 max.
All right, so 98 out of 98, so I'm full. I'm healthy as I can be. And then if you want to know about how much mana you have, you can simply type mana.
Enter. You have 66 mana out of 66 max.
Alright, and then if you want to know how much movement you have, which is super important as well, you just type movement.
Movement. Enter. You have 194 movement out of 194 max.
Alright, so
enter. North before a covered wagon.
So can't learn any skills right now.
W. Enter the healer CA.
You can type cash or gold to see how much gold or cash you're carrying.
S8. Enter. You have 118 in hand and nothing in the bank.
So 118 right now.
N. Enter east, north, west.
So I'm gonna go up and see about this other shop.
Enter a small, well-kept lean-to camera.
She's a huntress, so she might be able to teach me more stuff. That other person was a spellcaster, so that might be why I couldn't find anything. But I also might not have enough levels, so we'll see.
L-I-S-E.
So we interact with this just like with the donation. You just type list.
Enter. You have 5 practices left. Warrior weapon handling. Int with CHRLVL. Very poor to war. Warrior power attacks. Int with CHRLVL. Lunge not learn 3 war. To learn a spell or skill from his teacher.
All right.
Practice spell.
So I can learn lunge, and I can make my parry better, which I am going to do that. So I'm gonna learn parry.
L-E-A-R-S-P-A-R. Enter. You spend 1 practice to learn parry. 28% gain.
And we'll be getting more points
Enter. You spend 1 practice to learn parry
here pretty soon, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm also gonna learn lunge.
L-E-A-R-S-P-L-U-N-G-E. Enter. Lunge is a little beyond your abilities right now.
No. So I don't have the levels yet to learn lunge. So even though it says that I can, I don't have it yet. All right. So the first thing that we are going to do, as far as starting into the game, is, like I was telling you guys before, is creating equipment sets. All right. So for magic casters, you want to make a mana set, and for thief and warrior, you want to make something like a movement set or something like that, because a lot of skills, actually, when you're a thief, you could use a mana and a movement set, because thieves use mana and movement spells and skills, depending on what the skill is or the spell is. All right. So I'm gonna try and talk you guys through this as easy as as easy as possible, and hopefully it helps out. All right, so the format to create an equipment set, right, is EQ set, not W. All right, so it's EQ set, create, and then you want to put the name of the set here, and then you want to put where you're going to store this set, which is a sack, right? So we're not going to actually do that right now, but that's the format of how to create an equipment set. You can create up to, I think you create up to like 5 of them. So if you have like for your first 2 classes, you can make sets for those. You can make sets for pretty much all your classes if that's what if that's what you want to do. So let's see. So that's how you create the set in order to wear a set. So let me, before I tell you that, I want to tell you this. In order to create a set, you have to be wearing the pieces on your body that you want in the set. So if you have a mana set, you need to be wearing all of the pieces for your mana set. And then you can type the EQ set create mana sack, or whatever bag you have, right? And once you do that, you'll be able to type EQ set remove mana, or mana in the name of the set. So EQ set remove mana will take your mana set off and put it automatically in your bag, right? And then you can also, for your main set, you want to make a main set, so you want to put on all your warrior stuff, or all your mage stuff, or all your thief or cleric or druid or whatever, and you want to make a set. So you want to do that same thing, EQ set create. For me it will be warrior and then sack. Alright, so that way once I take off my mana set, I can type EQ set wear warrior, and it'll put on all my warrior items. Alright, if you want to delete a set, you type EQ set delete and the name of the set. So EQ set delete warrior, EQ set delete mana, and it will delete that whole set. Alright, so that's pretty much a quick way on how to create sets, equipment sets, and it's a little bit advanced for right now, but when I come up to the point where I do make a set, then I will, I'll go over that all again. Alright, so first what we're going to do is we're going to go talk to Whelan. Also, the quest command is a really good one to use, and I'll go over that quickly. So you can type quest.
Enter. You have discovered or been given the following quests. Quest 1, warn the encampment of the ambush. You can see more information with the quest info command.
Alright, so we're supposed to be warning these people here about this ambush, right? So if you want to know more about a quest, you can type quest info and then the number of the quest.
QUEST space 1. Enter information for quest 1. As you look down into the encampment, you realize that these imps and
it'll give you all the information for quest. You can type quest extra and then the name of the quest as well. Alright, so we're going to talk to Whelan.
Enter. You try to talk to Whelan. Whelan says, thank you for warning
us
about
he'll
the
give
ambush.
me a
Have we overrun?
quest.
If you hadn't stopped them, we will send reinforcements to the ravine and the rescue party for 12 p.m.
So he'll give me a quest, and I'll let you guys, figure out as far as like what he says and all that kind of stuff. I am going to go over the quests and stuff on how you can get through them easily. These are the first few quests, so they're not that hard. Alright, so we're gonna do the first set of quests that are pretty much in this area where the first waypoint is. Alright, so we're gonna type quests to see what we're supposed to do.
Enter. You have discovered or been given the following quests. Quest 1, find and defeat the Carver Shaman in the nearby fields.
Alright, so the Carver Shaman is in the nearby fields. Alright, so we're gonna go east from Whelan,
Enter. North,
and then we get to the waypoint, and we're gonna continuing east.
E. Enter east, south, the guarded entrance to the enter. You step out of the safety of the camp and onto the...
And one thing that you always need to do is every so often you need to go over your spells. If you're a mage, if you're a magic caster, go over your spells to see what spells you have, so that when you're in combat, you'll know what spells you can cast for offensive and defensive spells. All right. So for example, my skills. I'm gonna type skills so I can know exactly what skills I have.
SKILL. Enter. You know the following skills: warrior, kick very good 87%, very good 76%, thrust very good 85%. Ultimate has arrived. Ultimate leaves east.
All right. So I have kick and thrust are the two skills that I can use while I'm in battle.
E. Enter the grassy field. Use Alt Z to clear.
Bleed for me.
So another good, a really good command is OB to see what objects are on the ground.
OB. Enter objects on the ground. The corpse of a red-skinned imp is lying here.
All right, so there's an imp there. Another really good one is to type mob, M-O-B, to see if there are any enemies or NPCs or anything like that in the room with you.
Enter. You don't see any non-minion mobs here in the room with you.
All right, so we're gonna look in this corpse, right?
Enter. On ground contains a pair of leather boots.
All right, so there's a pair of leather boots in there. So we're gonna type. You can type loot corpse. And if you do, you're going to take everything out of the corpse, so you want to be careful with that command. So we're going to type get boots corp.
G-E-T space B-O-O-T space E-O-R.
Or get boot core.
Enter. You get a pair of leather boots from the corpse of a red-skinned imp.
So this is a really good place to teach you about sacrificing.
SACC, enter the pantheon of gods.
So SACC is sacrifice corpse, and that is that's an automatic alias that's already set into the game, so you don't have to make an alias for it. Alright, so now what we want to know is, are these boots better than the boots we have? Right? So now that I'm wearing boots, I can, and I'm holding a pair of boots, I can use the compare command. And in the last video, I mentioned that ID and compare are two really good commands, so now we're going to use the compare. So we're going to compare boots.
C-O-M-P-A-R-E-B-O-O-T. Enter. Comparing objects, a pair of leather boots and a pair of bronze toed boots. The former is level 1. The latter is level 1. The former weighs 3 pounds. The latter weighs 6 pounds. The former is 0.9. The latter is 1.0. The former affects move by 17, while the latter affects move by 6. The former affects hit points by 11, while the latter affects hit points by 5. The latter affects stam roll by 1. The former affects armor by 3. The latter affects armor by 4, with a difference of 1. The former has the following flags. The latter has the following flags. Warrior.
Alright. So that is how you compare different items. And the boots that we have on right now are better than the boots that we just picked up. For what I'm doing with my character. Now, if you want another type of attribute that you've seen on those boots and you really want your character to have it, then there's nothing wrong with keeping those boots. Alright? So you can also look at the boots.
B-O-O-T. Enter. A pair of leather boots. Level 1. Comp. Height. Weight. 3. AC. 3. Feet. Move by 17. Hit points by 11. This item is bound to you. You are carrying a pair of leather boots.
Alright, so move. That's a lot more move than we have, which will be really good, since we'll be doing a lot of movement-based, skills, and the hit points jump up too. So for a little bit, we're gonna wear these boots. All right.
Double A-R space B-O-O-T. Enter. You warn the group. Boot. Warning, you have no double E-A-R space B-O-O-T. Enter. You stop using a...
Warned. I told you guys, if you can type in misspell stuff all the time. So anyway, so we're looking at so we wore the boots that we just picked up, and if you also want to look at the boots that you're holding currently, you can type ID boot.
Enter. A pair of bronze toed boots. Level 1. Comp. Copper based. Weight 6. Warrior. AC 4. Feet. Dam roll by 1. Hit points by 5. Move by 6. This item is bound to you. You are carrying a...
Alright. So we're going to wear these for a little bit. Alright, so another thing we want to do is we want to make sure nothing else is on the ground.
Enter. Objects on the ground.
Alright, so there's nothing here. So we're going to type X to see what exits we have, right?
Enter. You can go the following directions. East, a path through a grassy field. West, standing atop a heavily warded stone bridge.
Alright, so we're going to go east.
Enter. A path through a grassy field. A wooden chest.
Alright, so
O-B, enter. Objects on the ground.
there's a
A wooden
chest
chest has been
here.
left behind. Use the open command to open.
And we can open the chest.
O-P-E-N space C-A-E-S-T, enter. You open a large wooden chest. On ground contains a small iron ring. A small iron ring to take items.
So there's 2 rings in the chest. You can also type L in chest.
L-I-S-A-E-S-T, enter. On ground contains a small iron ring. A small iron ring.
Alright, so we're going to look at these rings to see if the ring is better than what we have. So get ring chest.
Enter. You get a small iron ring from a large wooden chest.
And then we're going to ID the ring.
Enter. A small iron ring. Level
Because
0. Comp. Iron. Weight 1. AC 1. Fingers. Hit points by 4. Mana by 3. Move by 2. Dex by 1. STR by 1. This item is bound to you. You are carrying.
Hey, that's not bad. Those are pretty good. Alright, so we want to know what rings we are wearing. And I think it's show finger.
S-H-O double space F-I-N-G. Enter. You are wearing a heavy bronze ring on your finger.
Alright, so there's a heavy bronze ring. So we want to ID heavy. Oh no, because we got boots there too. So we might have to type out the whole thing for this one.
ID.
Or maybe 2-dot ring.
2, period, R-I-N-G, enter, a heavy bronze ring, level
yeah.
1, comp, copper based, weight 1 warrior, AC 3, fingers, dam roll by 1, parry by 1, you are wearing a heavy bronze ring.
Alright, so it only has dam roll and parry.
ID space, R-I-N-G, enter, a small iron ring, level 0, comp, iron, weight 1, AC 1, fingers, hit points by 4, mana by 3, move by 2, dex by 1, STR by 1, this item is bound to you.
So this one has strength, and it has a lot more, it has mana and stuff like that, which we don't really need. Dexterity would be pretty nice.
Enter a small iron ring, level 0, comp, iron, weight 1.
But both of the rings are level 0. So from here, it just depends on what you want to do with your character, right? So you can take the rings, or you can leave the rings. All right. So we're going to take these rings. We're going to take the ring out of the chest.
Enter. You get a small iron.
And in order to wear them, just type wear ring.
Enter. You stop using the
and then you put that ring into the sack.
Enter. You put a heavy bronze ring in a small sack.
And then you want to remove your second ring. So
R-E-M-O-V space 2 period R-I-N-G enter. You stop using the heavy bronze ring dot dot.
You want to put that into the sack as well. And then you simply just want to wear the last ring that you're holding.
A few scratches.
All right, so that's how you do that. With switching out equipment when you have a place that has 2 different slots. So like your neck slot, your wrist slot, your finger slots are all slots that have two different slots. Alright, so let's see what else is on the floor. We type OB. Alright, so there's nothing else in that chest, so we're going to continue on. East.
Enter a grassy field, north, east, south, west.
Now, really good command that I use is scan. It's a really good one. Tells you what's around you.
S-C-A-N, enter. You scan the surrounding area, dot, dot, dot. North 1, a mindless zombie. East 1, a thorn beast. South 1, a redskin imp. West 4, an archer. West 5, a hunting mountain lion. West 5, Zax. West.
Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to go fight this zombie, because we are trying to get as much XP as possible so we can level up as soon as possible, even before we go and complete this quest.
Enter the grassy fields. A mindless zombie shambles about here. East, south. A mindless zombie groans as it shuffles slowly towards you. K-I-K space. Z-O-M.
So I'm going to use kick. And, you know, since this is a, you know, this is a really, this is the start of the game, everything is pretty much easy. So we're going to look in this corpse.
L-I-S-O-R, enter. You do not see that here. A red imp has arrived. X-O-O-C blank. Your blood K-I.
So there will also be times where I type in spells because I'm so used to playing my other characters. Alright, so we're going to look in this corpse. Hopefully there's a corpse here.
L-I-S-O-R, enter. On ground contains a small vial of yellow liquid that you can drink.
Alright, so there's a liquid. We don't really need that liquid. It doesn't really do much.
S-A-C-C, enter. The pantheon of gods.
Alright, so we're going to scan.
East 1, a thorn beast. East 1, a thorn beast. East 2, a thorn bee.
Alright, we're going to go fight this thorn beast.
Enter. A path through a grassy field. K-K-K-I-K, enter. Kiku, a thorn.
So,
K-I-K, enter. You can now
most of the time, since we're at the beginning of the game, the melee takes care of your automatic melee that you do takes care of most of the enemies for right now. Alright, so we can level. That was that noise. Lets us know that we can level, so we're going to level our warrior because that's our main class.
L-E-V-E-L space up A-R, enter. You gain a level. You are now level 3 warrior with 3 total levels. You gain 8/122 hit, 0/72 mana, 1/212 movement, 5/8 practice.
Alright, so I got 5 practices, 1 movement, and 8 hit points for leveling up. Didn't get any mana, but that's okay because I don't really use mana anyway. So we're going to look around on the ground.
O-B, enter. Objects on the ground. The corpse of a thorn beast is lying here. L-I-S space. D-E-A, enter. You do not see that here. L-I-S space.
Oh, yeah, looking corpse, not the actual name.
C-O-R, enter. On ground contains a thorn dart.
Alright, so we don't need that.
A-C-C, enter. The pantheon of gods.
Now, there is another beast in here.
Excellent.
But like I said, the melee took care of it. I didn't have to actually use any of my skills on it. So we're going to look in that one too.
Enter. On ground contains a piece of red demon hide.
So there's a piece of demon hide. So we're going to pick that up.
G-E-T space A-R-D-E space C-O-R, enter. You get a piece.
Because we can take that back to Lodgebin in the encampment and he'll give us money for it.
G-E-T space A-R-D-E space S-A-C-K, enter. You put a piece.
We're going to put that in there. Another good command to know is show E, which is show encumbrance, because you can carry up to a certain amount of weight for, and this goes for all characters, no matter what your class is. You can carry up to a certain amount of weight, and if you carry too much, you'll become encumbrance.
Your blood freezes as you hear.
Alright, so we got another kill.
C-O-R, enter.
Look in the corpse.
A piece of red demon hide. A small vial of red liquid that you can drink. The corpse of a red-skinned imp decays into G-E-T space A-D space C-O-R, enter. You get a piece of red demon hide. So we're going to get that out of there and put it in the sack. Enter. You put a piece of...
Alright, so like I was saying, show E.
Enter. You are carrying 80 of 300 pounds. 1% encumbrance.
Alright, so 80 of 300 pounds. That's pretty decent.
Enter. The pantheon of enter. You do not...
But you always want to make sure you know how much weight you're carrying and stuff like that, because you don't want to pick up something and then you can't move. Also, that's the reason why I suggest that people turn off auto loot. And if you don't know how to do that, it's just simply auto loot.
A-U-T-O-L-O-O-T, enter. You will now automatically loot corpses for non-binding equipment. A thorn beast.
So mine was already off.
Enter. You will no longer automatically loot a thorn beast hurls a razor sharp K-I-K. Enter. Your blood freezes as...
Alright, so killed that one.
L-I-S-C-O-R, enter. On ground contains a thorn dart.
And you always want to look into the corpse of things because you never know what you might find as loot.
A-C-C, enter. The pantheon of...
Alright, so we're going to scan.
The surrounding area, South to a red-skinned imp.
So, south to...
Enter. A path along the rock, enter. A grassy field. A red K, enter. Your blood freezes. L-I-S-C-O-R, enter. You do not see that here. L-O-B, enter. Objects on the ground.
Alright, and then we also want to turn off... I don't know if auto sacrifice is on, but we're going to check it out.
A-U-T-O-S-A-C, enter. You will no longer automatically sacrifice empty corpses.
Alright. Oh, just empty corpses. Yeah, well... Yeah, because I'm not going to be a necromancer, so I probably won't need those corpses. So, but I'll leave it off. I'll leave it off. Alright, so there's also a whole bunch of commands. You can just type command.
C-O-M-A-N-D, enter. Use command help for help. Assist action armor absorbs auction effects. Afterlies aliases.
Alright, so it gives you a whole list of commands that you can use in this mud. It's not all of the commands, but it's a good amount of the commands. Alright, so we're going to scan again.
Enter. You scan the surrounding area, North to a red-skinned imp. East 3 a carver shaman.
Alright, so the Carver Shaman, which is who we're supposed to be going to fight, is over to the east. But there's also an imp up to the north. So we're going to go check out the imp.
Enter. West, a path along the rocky outcropping. North, south, enter. East, north, a path through a grassy field. A small L-U-N-G-E, enter. 5 p.m. You don't know how to do lunging attacks. S-K-I-L-L, enter. You know the following skills. Warrior, kick very good 87%. Very good 76%. Thrust very good 85%.
Oh, it's thrust, not lunge. Alright, so we're going to look in the corpse.
Enter. On ground contains a small vial of yellow liquid that you can drink. A small vial of red liquid that you can drink.
Some vials in there. We
don't
really need those.
Scan
some more.
South 1 a red-skinned imp. South 2 a red-skinned imp. Friend Azariah has left. Enter. West a path along the rocky out. T-A-R-U. Enter. Thrust it to a red T-A-R-U space I-F-E. Enter. You quickly thrust your weapon at a red skin dim. Plus 50 S-I-S space C-O-R. Enter. On ground contains a piece of red demon hide. A small G-E-T space I-D space C-O-R. Enter. You get a
So
piece of red
get
demon hide
hide
from the corpse of
corpse.
E-U-T space A-I-D space S-A-C-K. Enter. You
You're
put a
gonna
piece of
put it into the sack.
S-A-C-C. Enter. You receive 15 gold. O-B. Enter. You don't see any non-S.
Nothing
Enter.
else in
East, west,
here.
south. A grassy field. A red skin dim T-A-R space I-F-E. Enter. You draw back your weapon.
Kill that one.
S-I-S space C-O-R. Enter. On
Look in
ground
the
contains a small
corpse.
vial of yellow liquid that you can drink. A-C-C.
Nothing
Enter.
in
You receive
there.
18 gold coins for you.
Okay, so another good command is TNL, right? And that is to next level. So you sort of have to get used to what this command is telling you, but I'll explain it to you right now. All right, so TNL.
TNL. Enter. M15, C15, T15, W32, N15, D15. Output. Edit.
All right, so I press Control Tab to go to my output window.
On ground, a small value receive ATM 15 M.
All right, so this is to next level. So right now, my magic class, and this is done just by the classes, same as if you type level, and I will explain level as well. All right, so mage is at 15%, so it's 15% full. When it gets to 100, I'll be able to level that class. All right, so mage is 15.
15. C. 15.
Cleric is 15.
T. 15.
Thief is 15.
W. 32.
My warrior class is 32.
N. 15.
Necromancer is 15, and I'm actually in a fight right now, but I'm not even in that window. But I'm not worried because, like I said, these enemies are super easy, and you pretty much don't have to do anything to kill them. All right.
15.
So N is at 15%.
15.
And D is at 15% as well. All right. So we're gonna look in this corpse.
Enter. On ground contains a small vial of yellow liquid that you can drink.
And there's nothing in there that we need.
Enter the pantheon of gods.
All right. So now we're going to talk about more about leveling. All right. So pretty much it's just the level. You type level.
Enter. Level
and you go into your output. Alright, so it explains it pretty much here. Right, so at the top it says class level micro.
6 class level micro X cost percent.
Experience cost percent. Alright.
Level. Mage 0130.
So mage is the class.
0.
This is the level that I'm currently at. I'm a level 0 mage.
13000.
13,000 is what it would cost for me to level this right now, or what it would cost for me to level. But I don't have that much experience right now anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But that's how much the cost is, right? Compared to my warrior, it will be tons more than the warrior, right?
Left parent, a mindless zombie, 16% right parent.
And it's at 16% of 100%. Right, so like I said with the other command, TNL, when these percentages get to 100, then you can level. Now, if you have more than one class that is at 100%, then you come back to the cost number.
13000.
All right, so it says 1300, right? So this is where you want to look if maybe you didn't level or you missed the notification of what your next level was, the next level that you can level. You come back and look at this this number right here. So this says 13,000. All right, so that's 13,000 for the mage. We're going to go down to warrior, and it'll be a whole lot cheaper to level warrior.
Cleric 0, thief 0, warrior 3, left pair 62 on 3, warrior.
All right, so warrior
3.
And that's I'm a level 3 warrior.
6200.
And it's 6200. It's a lot less than that 13,000, right? So this will be my next class that will level. And how do I know that? Well, because the cost is cheaper, and also because this percentage over here
34% right
is at 34%. So so it's at 34%. So it's a whole lot closer to becoming 100% than that 16% that I have for all the rest of the rest of my classes. All right, so that's pretty much how to look and know when you need to level, what class you need to level, and you simply type level and the class that you want to level, and it will level you up.
Alter Aeon.
All right, so once you level, it'll give you that that little blurb about how many hit points you gained, how many magic points you gained, how many movement you gained, and how many practices you gained. You always gain 5 practices for each level, so that'll never change. But depending on your class, your hit points, the amount of hit points you get for every level will change, and your magic points, depending on the class, that will change, and also your movement. Alright, so I hope that explained it well enough. If not, then leave me a comment. And as always, you can ask any questions that you have, and I will definitely explain them. Alright, so we're going to scan to see what else is around here. There's a zombie somewhere. Alright, so there's a zombie this way, and we're going to just go ahead and we're going to fight this stuff until we get another level.
Enter west, a path along enter east, north, a path through a grassy field, north, east, enter, you scan the surrounding area, east to a mindless zombie. Enter at the enter a grassy field, K-R-C-K space, Z-O-M, enter, your blood freezes as you hear a mindless zombie's death cry, a mindless zombie is, L-I-S space, Z-Z-C-O-R, enter, on ground contains nothing.
Alright, nothing in there.
C-C, enter, U-S-C-A-N, enter, you scan the surrounding area, south for a redskin imp. S, enter, a path through, enter, a grassy field scattered with rocks, a redskin imp prowls about, just T-A-R. Enter, thrust it to.
Alright, so another thing is you don't really have to type out everything like with kick. You don't really have to type kick all the way. I mean, I do. For thrust, you can type THR, lunge, LUN, like all that kind of stuff. And you don't have to make an alias for it, because those are, it's just sort of like how those go. Alright. So let's see what we got.
Enter, on ground contains a piece of red demon hide. A G space D space O-R, enter. You get a piece of red space D space S-A-C-A-N-A-C-C, enter. The pantheon of gods appreciates S-A-N, enter. You scan the surrounding area, south one, the redskin imp. S, enter. A grassy field, C-A-R space I-M-E, enter. You draw back your weapon, then L-I-S space O-R, enter. The corpse of a redskin imp has in it a small vial of red liquid that you can drink. A piece of red demon hide. G-E-T space I-D-E space C-O-R, enter. You get a P-E-T space A-I-D-E space.
And I'll show you who you can take these to when I get back to the encampment.
A-C-A, enter. U-S-A-C-C, enter. U-S-A-N, enter. You
Alright,
scan the
so we're
surrounding
going to
area,
scan.
East one, the redskin imp.
East
enter.
one.
Enter. Excellent. Your blood freeze. L-I-S space O, enter.
Now we're gonna stop getting.
A small vial of yellow liquid that you can drink. Friend, someone has given S-A-C-C, enter. You receive.
Alright, we're gonna stop taking hides because he won't take a whole bunch of them. So you get too many of them, and then you're just carrying around extra weight. So
S-A-N, enter. You scan the surrounding area. Double
right.
enter west, a grassy field scattered with rocks. North, east, west, and enter east, west, C-A-N, enter. You scan the surrounding area. And enter east, west, a path through a grassy field. North, east, south, west.
Alright, so I'm gonna type TNL.
T-L-L-N-L.
See where I'm at.
Enter M21, C21, T21, W44, and 20.
Alright, so Warrior's at 44%. So we're almost there for another level.
Enter. You scan the surrounding area. Enter a path through S-A-N. Enter. You scan the surrounding area. S, enter, a grassy, enter, S-A-N, enter, you scan the surrounding area,
Now, of course, you can go straight to the Carver Shaman if that's what you want to do. But I always, because I've played RPGs for a long time, and this is called grinding, right? So, right now, most likely I'd be able to beat that Carver Shaman, but I'd like to get, some more practices in, and some more practice for leveling and all that kind of stuff. So that's how I do this. But you can, as you play your character, you can sort of play it how you see fit.
Enter. You scan the surrounding area.
Alright, so it doesn't seem like there's much left around here.
Enter. You can go the following directions. North to Dark to Tell, west to Dark to Tell.
Alright, so we're gonna go north and go ahead and beat this guy, I guess.
West, a grassy field. Enter the edge of a grassy field. North, south, S-E-N. Enter. You scan the surrounding area.
Thought there was maybe I killed that zombie. I don't know.
You can go the following directions. North to Dark to Tell, south to Dark to Tell, west to Dark to Tell. And enter a Carver encampment. A wooden chest has been left behind. Use the open command to open it. A tall imp dressed in shamanic tokens. T-A-R. Enter.
Alright, so we're in a in a fight.
Enter. Your blood freezes as you hear it.
Alright, so that was a bit of a longer fight. Not by much, but now we're going to look in the corpse.
Enter. On ground contains a red leather cap.
Alright, so there's a cap.
Enter. You get a red leather cap from the corpse of a Carver shaman.
Now, we're going to check out this cap and see what it is.
Enter. A red leather cap. Level 0. Comp. Hide. Weight. 5 artifact. AC 4. Head. Hit points by 8. Saving fire by 5%. Move by 13. STR by 1. Con by 1. Saving spell by 5%. This item is bound to you.
Alright, so that's not bad. That's a pretty good cap. Now we're going to look at what we're wearing, the horned helmet.
Enter. A horned bronze helmet. Level 1. Comp. Copper based. Weight 7 warrior. AC 4. Head. Damn roll by 1. Parry by 1. Hit points by 5. This item is bound to you. You are wearing a horned bronze helmet.
So even though the horned bronze helmet is level 1, the cap seems to be a little bit better because it helps with more of my stats.
Enter. A horned bronze helmet. Level 1. Comp.
This does have damn roll.
Damn roll by 1. Parry by 1. Hit points by 5. This item is bound.
It has damn roll and parry, but I think I'm gonna take the cap. Actually, I'm gonna look at the AC.
Enter. A horned bronze helmet. Level 1. Comp. Copper based. Weight 7 warrior. AC 4. Head.
Alright, so the armor class for that is 4.
Enter. A red leather cap. Level 0. Comp. Hide. Weight 5 artifact. AC 4. Head.
Alright, so the AC is the same. So I'm gonna use this cap even though it's a level 0.
Enter. You stop using the horned bronze helmet. ID. Arm D. Blank. Enter. You drop a horned bronze.
So, and then I can type use cap.
Enter.
It'll put it on, and my hit points will go up, and also my constitution and my strength will go up as well. So, I'm gonna keep this helmet though, because now I have something to use if I want to convert to reorcs, right? And I'm gonna try and do that now.
Enter. You begin attempting to follow the teachings of reorcs. You feel that your god requires a sacrifice. Enter. You drop a.
So we drop it and then we sacrifice it.
Enter. What do you want? Enter. The pantheon of gods appreciate.
All right. So there's also the chest here, so we're gonna look around.
Enter. Objects on the ground. A wooden chest has been left behind. Use the Enter. You open a large wooden chest. On ground contains a vest of bone splint mail to take items from.
All right. So there's a vest in there.
Enter.
So we're gonna take that and check it out.
Enter. A vest of bone splint mail. Level 1. Comp. Bone. Weight 13. AC 5. On body. Parry by 2. This item is bound to you. You are carrying a vest of bone splint mail.
Alright, so it's a vest of bone splint mail, and it's on the body slot. So, do we have anything on the body slot?
Arms, wrist,
I don't think so.
Hands well-made leather gloves rare. Finger a small iron ring. Finger a small iron ring. On body a coat of plates about body waist.
Oh. So I think, oh, we can also compare it. And if it doesn't compare to anything, then we can just put it on. But I think it's going to compare with that slot, the coat that we're wearing.
Enter. Comparing objects, a vest of bone split mail and a coat of plates. The former is level 1. The latter is level 1. The former weighs 13 pounds. The latter weighs 14 pounds. The former is 1/8. The latter is 2/0. The former affects parry by 2, while the latter. Enter. Comparing objects, a vest of bone split mail and a coat of plates.
So the coat of plates is a lot better. Well, it's not a lot better, but it is better.
Weight 13. AC 5. On body. Parry by 2. This item is bound to you.
So all it does is parry by 2. The AC is 5.
Enter. A coat of plates. Level 1.
See what the AC is.
14 warrior. AC 6. On body.
Oh, yeah. What we're wearing right now is a lot better. All right.
Enter. You want to drop Enter.
So we're gonna sacrifice it.
Enter. The pantheon of gods.
Alright, and we have to convert, we have to have something to sacrifice almost every time that it asks for a sacrifice, alright? And that's what makes it a little bit hard, alright? So we're going to return because we completed the quest, type quest.
You have discovered or been given the following quests. Quest 1, return to the encounter.
So we're going to use the recall command.
Enter. North.
Alright, so now we're back at the waypoint. And we're going to go west to talk to Wheelan.
Enter. A small O space H-E-L, enter. You try to talk to Whelan, Whelan tells you, this is excellent news. We had not expected the shaman to be so easy to defeat. Hopefully you found sufficient loot in his camp to make up for your trouble. If you wish to help us further, we have another problem. Our town, Spellcaster Staboli, left behind a powerful staff imbued with sunlight. When we fled Pelham, when daylight came, we realized that the enemy has a strong dislike for sunlight, but it was too late. Our scouts informed us that the staff was taken into the cave in the stony field east of here. A demonic creature called B.O.G now guards it. If you can rid the cave of B.O.G and return the staff to me, it would help us with the defense of this encampment. You have been given another quest. Use the quest.
Alright, so we got another quest. We're going to type TNL to see how close we are to leveling.
TNL, enter. M27C27T27W58 N27D27 crack 0.
Alright, so I can level my warrior because it didn't show up on the list. Alright, so listen closely and you'll see that the warrior class is not there.
TNL, enter. M27C27T27W58 N27.
Oh, never mind. It is there. W. I missed it the first time. My bad. Alright, so we're going to type quest, see what our next quest is.
Enter. You have discovered or been given the following quests. Quest 1, look for B.O.G light killer in the cave. You can see more.
Alright, so we're going to go to the cave. Alright.
Enter. North, a heavily warded waypoint. Enter. South, the garden and enter. You step out of the safety. Enter. The grassy field. Use Alt Z to clear. Enter. A path through SAN. Enter. You scan
we
the
can
surrounding area.
scan.
West 3 an archer. West 4 a hunting mountain lion. West 4 Zax. West 5 Whelan. Enter. East SAN. Enter. You
So we can
area. West 4 an archer. West
get
5
more
mountain lion. West 5 Enter. West a path
more XP.
Enter. You scan the surrounding area. West 5 an archer. West 6 a hunting mountain lion. West
But it
6
doesn't
Zax.
seem like there's anything
There
else
is a large rock in the way. Enter. East west. Enter.
around
West,
here.
Enter. Alas, you can enter. East and enter. East a grassy field. North. SAN. Enter. You scan the surrounding area.
Alright. So nothing around.
Enter. The edge of a grassy field. Southwest. SAN. Enter. You scan the surrounding area. S. Enter. East. Northwest. A carver encampment. A wooden chest has been left behind. Use the open command.
Alright, so this is where we were. And we're going to go through here to the east.
Enter the stony field. Use Alt Z to
and now we're in the stony field. Alright.
Enter east. A narrow footpath between. Enter. You are now entering the stony field. A large waypoint in the stony.
Now, this is another waypoint, so we are going to pray at this waypoint.
P-R-A-Y. Enter. You may now recall here.
Alright, so now we can recall here, just in case a person was to get in trouble, as far as like getting attacked, or anything like that, you can always hit recall and before you die, and you'll recall most of the time. Most of the time you'll recall. Alright, so we're going to look around.
Enter. Objects on the ground. Someone has left a cache of food here. A small sack can be P-E-S-A-C-K. Enter. You get a small sack. S. S-O-E-S-A-C-K. Enter. You drop a small S-A-C-R-I space S-A-C-K. Enter. The pantheon of gods appreciate.
Alright, so we sacrificed that sack. We're going to look around.
Enter. Objects on the ground. Someone has left a cache of food here. A small candle with a bright blue flame sits here. A crude sign has been posted in the ground. G-E-T space C-A-N-E-L L-E-N-N-D-L-E. Enter. I'm
going to get that too. Alright, so we're going to end this video for right now. We're going to end this one, and then next video will be with going into the cave and completing the quest. Thanks for hanging out and chilling. I hope that this video helped you guys out, and I'll catch you guys later.
Enter. You wave goodbye.